Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack show. Hey, come on, let's go. Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack show. Cowboy Jack, he wears a cowboy hat. He likes to count, talk about everything he knows. Hey, come on, let's go. Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack show.
Howdy cowboys and cowgirls, I'm Cowboy Jack, and today I'm really excited. You know, I'm feeling pretty creative. I love to make art with my hands, with other tools and all kinds of equipment. That's why I'm really excited where we're at today. Take a look where we're at. That's right, we're here in Katy, Texas at Little Bits and Masterpieces, a creative studio just for kiddos. You guys want to come check it out? Come on. Oh wow, this place is amazing. Boy, I mean, they've got all these cool colors all over the wall, all this kind of stuff. Man, it just looks really great in here. Really got my creative thoughts going. Enough about me, let's meet the teacher. Hi, I'm Cowboy Jack.
Hi, Cowboy Jack. I'm Miss Sully.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice
so
to
this
meet
is your art studio here.
Yes, sir, it is.
And you specialize in kiddos, right?
Yes, I do.
That is so cool. So we can come in here and make all kinds of stuff with you guys.
Yes, you sure can.
I see a ton of art supplies, all kinds of stuff. I mean, this is a really cool place. So what did you have in mind for us today?
Well, Cowboy Jack, I was thinking we could use different colors to make a gradient and smush those pieces together on the paper in order to make symmetrical cowboy hats.
Symmetrical cowboy hats?
Yeah.
Kind of like this cowboy hat?
Kind of like that one.
Boy, that's cool. Hey, are you guys laughing at my hair? You're always laughing at my hair.
Oh, no.
Well, anyways, let's get to work.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do, we can stand because sometimes artists stand, they can sit. What would you prefer?
I'm kind of a stander. I feel like standing up making cowboy hats, kind of like we're out on the range.
Right, yes, I'm a stander too, so good. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is each take a piece of paper.
All right.
And we're going to make sure it is in landscape position. So that means the top is long, the bottom is long, and the sides are short.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Landscape like
Because this would be portrait.
that is correct.
Kind of like when we
Portrait.
take pictures.
Correct.
All right.
All right, so now that we have our paper in landscape mode, we're each going to take a palette with different colors that makes me think of the Wild Wild West and cowboy hats.
Very cool. So this is called like a color palette.
Yes.
You guys want to look at what kind of colors we have here? Boy, she's put out a lot of cool colors. So right here I see, that's right, that one's green. Here we've got red, orange, yellow, and even brown. Boy, I bet that brown's gonna be important because we're making a cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is pick a flat brush. A flat brush has a flat top. So
Oh.
which one would you like?
Ooh, I like this one.
Okay, I like the colorful one. And we're going to pick a color that we want the top of our cowboy hat to be. So,
Well, what color are you gonna pick?
well, I like bright colors, so I'm going to start with red.
Okay, well I think I'll start with orange.
All right, so we're gonna dip it in, just the tip, and we're going to go back and forth along
Ooh.
the top.
That looks really cool.
Thank you.
I think you've done this a time or two more than me.
Just a little bit. This is something I just like to do for fun.
Well, that is so cool. It's almost like painting a house.
Yeah, back and forth. It's very calming too.
Oh, how far down are we going?
We're going to go about 1.5 inches.
Okay.
So 1 inch is like your finger and a half. Okay. And then once you reach to that last little 1.5 inch bottom piece, you can change your color. So I like to look at the color wheel and think about colors that are next to each other. So in the real color wheel, the red, orange, and yellow are next to each other, and those are called complementary colors.
Okay. Well, I used orange first, so should I go red or should I go yellow?
It is your choice. You could go darker as you go down and get lower, or you could go lighter.
I think I'm gonna go red.
Nice.
Now, am I trying to blend these together?
Yeah. There you go. That's a dry brush. Blending with the dry brush. Wow, Cowboy Jack,
Look
your
at
colors
that.
are pretty.
I'm like a natural almost here. Wow, doing all these colors reminds me of something I learned in science class a long time ago, and it's the colors of the prism. And we use that acronym, that really fun acronym, Roy G. Biv. That's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Yeah, that's right.
That was so cool. Y'all just, whenever you want to think of those colors, just think of Roy G. Biv to remember all those colors. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
Boy, I would hate to have my name be Roy G. Biv. There's got to be a Roy G. Biv out there somewhere, though, right?
I'm sure there is.
Howdy, Roy G. Biv. I see you, buddy. All right, well, back to painting. So now that I did this color, should I switch again?
Yes, I'm going to switch and add some yellow, and you could decide what you're going to add.
Well, I was going orange, red. Maybe go to green, just something drastic. What do you think?
Yeah, you could, but I want to remind you that green and red are opposite colors on the color wheel, so they're going to...
That's a good point. So maybe I'll stick with yellow this time.
Yeah. There you go. And you go back and forth.
Wow, mine's starting to look like a sunset.
Yeah, yours is really pretty.
We have some beautiful sunsets here in Texas, don't we?
Yes, we do. We really do.
There's beautiful beautiful sunsets all over the country. Like on the West Coast, you can see the sunset into the ocean.
Wow.
And of course, on the East Coast, you get the beautiful sunrises on the water as well.
That's very cool.
Boy, mine's starting to look like a poster for the Houston Astros.
It really does. Wow. Nice. I'm going to dip my brush in and just switch my water because I'm noticing I'm not getting as yellow as I'd like.
Ooh, I'm kind of in that same mode.
When you change your water, you can take it and let's swipe.
Whoa, even that looks like art. That is so cool.
It does.
Everything here is just so colorful. Boy, that made such a big difference having the clean brush.
Right?
Whoops. Sometimes art gets away from you.
It really does. But it always finds a way to come back.
You know, I always think art is very relaxing because sometimes you don't even know what it is you're exactly making when you get started, but you just keep on going and wait for it to speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Oh, it just told me I was doing a really good job.
I'm going to go change our water. Wow,
Well,
Cowboy Jack.
everywhere I touch it, I keep messing it up.
It's okay. It's all part of the art. Mistakes are cool. Okay, so
Now, when I was a little cowboy, there used to be a gentleman on TV named Bob Ross. He was really cool at making all these happy little trees. I just loved watching that. That was so relaxing.
it really is. So yes, I love him. Just happy little trees. All right. The next thing we're going to do is draw our cowboy hat. So I'm going to give you one of these. It's a round brush.
Okay, look at that. This one's a round brush. That makes sense because this one was called our flat brush, right?
Right.
And that's nice and flat on the end. This one's kind of pokey, but it's not actually pokey. It's soft. These are really cool bristles.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our round brush and imagine like we're cutting this in half so that we only have to do one half of a cowboy hat. So,
Okay.
yeah. So if you want, some people might make a little crease right here as a reminder, like, oh, I stop right here for my half. I try not to touch it. It's just an imaginary line.
Okay.
You got it.
I've got it.
Perfect. Now I'm going to take my brown paint dip it in, and I'm going to start with the line right here.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Where'd my imaginary line go?
Good job.
There we go.
And now for the top of the hat, it kind of goes down like a candy cane.
All right.
And then you're gonna like go all the way to the end. Not to the end, but like maybe an inch left. All right, and then we're going to extend it out because this is the brim of the cowboy hat, the bill.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you decide how you want yours. It could be pointy, it could be curvy. I'm just going to do mine like this.
Look at that. Now I've got a half of a cowboy hat here.
Yep. Good job.
That almost looks like a Stetson. Oh, you're coloring it in
Yes.
too.
You could take it and color the whole thing in.
Boy, I am behind. You're getting so far ahead of me. Do a little bit of speed art to catch up here.
And you want to layer it on kind of thick because we're going to be folding it in half.
Okay. How about that?
Perfect. Good.
Now what?
Now we're going to take our paper and find our imaginary line and fold it on there. Make sure the sides meet, and we're gonna smash it.
Ooh, I can do that.
And rub. And when we open,
Look at that! I've got a cowboy hat right there.
nice.
Does it look familiar? That looks pretty good.
Yeah, good job.
That was so fun. That's so cool. So this is like symmetry, right?
Correct, it is.
So we did it on one side, and when we smush it over, when you peel them back apart, they are perfectly symmetrical on both sides. Now, of course, our background's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But that, we didn't smash that over.
That's right, that's right. So it gives us a sense of asymmetrical art because the background's not the same, but we're having symmetrical art when we make the cowboy hat.
That is so cool. I love it. Boy, well, I know what my mom's getting for Christmas this year.
There you go.
Now, making that cowboy hat was really, really cool. I love that. But what are we sitting down with here?
Well, here we have some fresh glitter dough that is made from natural ingredients so that we can play safely and with things that are naturally made.
That is so cool. EGKD Kid Doughs. Look at that, scented sensory dough. That's really cool. Well, let me open mine up. Woo. So I just pull it out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it feels really cool. Whoa.
It's kind of tricky.
That is cool, and I love this purple color. Ooh, it's really squishy. Kind of cold. Hey, are you throwing things over there?
Oh, trying not to, but the lid is trying to run away from me.
This stuff is really neat. I just love the way it feels in your hands, and it's got all that glitter in it. You know, is it supposed to be scented?
Mm-hmm, and you can see the scent on the bottom.
Oh, wow. This smells like saltwater taffy. That is really cool. I love it. So what are we going to be doing with this?
So now we're going to take our kid dough and we can make different kinds of forms. A form is a 3D shape with our clay tools in our hands.
Okay.
What would you like to make?
I don't know. How hard is this going to be? Do we need to pick something simple to start out with and then maybe get more complicated?
Right, yeah. We can start off with something simple, maybe like a ball.
Okay.
We're going to move it into a ball. And I'm going to give you this clay tool with the rounded tip.
Okay.
So we rolled it into a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to take the rounded tip and just smush it in and indent it.
I think I can do that.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoops. All right.
Very good. And now we can smush it in again to give another
Look at that, I've got 2 little smush spots.
Yeah, very good. And now we could think about giving it a nose. So we're going to just take the other end and just dent it into a V. Not too much pressure.
I think I gave him a beak.
Yeah. Don't worry, mine looks like one too. It's okay, we're learning.
That is so cool.
And then we could take it and kind of fold it into a mouth. Something simple. We're just starting off.
Oops. Now I think mine kind of looks familiar. You guys think he looks like anybody we might know? I think he looks like Olaf from Frozen.
He does, I see it. Very nice.
But that's the fun thing about art, is you can use your imagination and come up with anything.
Right. Exactly. Mine, I think, looks like, I don't know, maybe.
Well, it's a really happy fellow, I know that.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
cool.
super happy. So now when I'm thinking, I don't know what to do with art, I look at what I've made and try to imagine something else to add with it. So now that we have this face, what do you think we can add to it?
Maybe like some arms?
Maybe some arms, let's do it. So I'm gonna just pinch some.
This is the fun part, because we're both thinking of making the same thing, and I'm not gonna look at hers, I don't wanna cheat. Maybe we come up with the same thing, maybe we don't. Whoops. All right, I've got my arms ready. Are your arms ready?
My arms are ready.
Now I'm gonna give this guy a body. What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I need to give something to attach these arms to.
Right, because right now my arms are just on my face. And that's not right.
This poor guy's gonna have a short torso. All right, then we're gonna move on to legs.
Yes, that's right.
I'm trying not to look and see what she's done.
Don't look at mine.
All right, I got legs. This guy's just staring at me. This is fun.
My head's
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do something really funny. I gave my guy a cowboy hat.
nice.
I tried to anyways.
That's a good hat. No, I see it. Very good. Mine kind of looks like a sad.
Well, wait a second, you made your guy stand up.
Yes.
Ah, was that the assignment?
No, I just kind of use my imagination. That's the cool thing about art at this studio. You can just do your own thing and just, take it into your own hands.
That is so cool. Guys, come around here so you can take a look at her guy standing up.
Yep.
Whoops.
He's an artist. That's his hat.
I love it. He is so cool. See, my guy's like laying down. He's a tired cowboy.
It's been a long day for him.
It has been a long day. Lots of cows to chase. I'm sorry, buddy. Wow. But you can kind of use your imagination and make anything with this.
That's right.
I love it. When I started looking at this and it was purple and it's got this really cool glitter inside of it, it made me think of outer space.
Yes.
And I was thinking you could take something like this, make kind of a round ball and make little indentions all over the place. And eventually when you had it all covered up in little indentions and everything, it would start to kind of look like our moon, right?
That's right.
Because our moon is covered in craters from being impacted by asteroids and meteors all through time. That's so cool. But you could spend a lot of time on it and make it look really good. I just threw that together in just a second. Guys, come over here so you can get a good look at it. Look at that, I got a purple cowboy with purple shiny cowboy boots on.
Nice. nice. I love the details. That is so creative.
He's sitting there just new boot goofing. He's excited he's got his new boots on.
That's nice. Very good. And now I want boots too. And you could take your tools and just add some indentations like that, and it'll sculpt it into some kind of patterns and give you lots of details.
That is cool. So even though we made the main shapes, now we could use these different tools. Like if I wanted to try to give him some plaid on his shirt, because we all know plaid is really cool because I wear it. That is so cool. And he needs a belt. Maybe a belt buckle. That's kind of hard to do. That is so fun. I could try to make his boots a little fancier. Wow, it's really fun to experiment with all these different tools. That is cool. Well, and you know my favorite part about working with something like this stuff is that if you decide you don't like it or you want to try something else, you can just start right over, right?
That's true. I decided to make mine more into a mermaid.
That is a really cool mermaid. Wow. My daughter, Cowgirl Addison, really loves mermaids. We have to read a mermaid book every single night before she goes to bed.
That's awesome.
All right, cowboys and cowgirls. Well, Miss Sully's got something completely different set up for us here. What are we doing now?
Now we're going to explore with these daubers that make dots.
That's like bingo daubers.
Yes,
that is so cool.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is pick a color.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna pick blue because that's Cowboy Caden's favorite color.
Nice. And I'm gonna go with green because that is my favorite color.
I like it.
So we'll put these to the side. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a color. We can pick a color that is the same shade or the same color of your paper, or you could go opposite and pick something else that's totally different. It's your choice.
Well, my personal favorite color is orange, and this is Cowboy Caden's favorite color, blue, so that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I am going to go with black.
Okay. So what do we do? Just open it up?
Just open it up and just start dabbing. You could start in the middle, you could start on the side. It's whatever you think. We're going to just dab and dab.
Oop. Oop, there we go. I think I did it a little too hard there. How many dots am I making?
I like a lot of dots.
Okay.
Maybe we can do a challenge and see how many dots we can make in 10 seconds.
I'm up for it if you are.
Yes.
All right, cowboys and cowgirls, are y'all ready to count? So we're gonna count to 10. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I sneaked one in there on you.
You did.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I don't know who the winner was, but that was a really fun thing to do.
Very good. Okay, now we could, if we're finished with our dots, we're going to take it and we can put these back in here.
All right.
And now we're going to take another color. So now, pick another color.
Ooh, I've always liked yellow.
Nice choice. And I'm going to go with a lighter green. Once again, we're going to look at symmetry and take our landscape papers, fold it in half. And it's okay if it gets on the other side.
Okay.
Then we're going to take our scissors.
Ooh, I love working with scissors. But you always have to be really careful with scissors, right?
That's right.
Now these have a rounded edge, but some scissors have a really pointy edge. And it's always best to just make sure you're with an adult when you're using scissors because you wouldn't want to get hurt. All right.
So you're going to take your paper and look at where you folded it at the seam.
Okay.
And not right at the edge, but just in the middle. You can start to cut whatever comes to you. You might cut wavy lines. You might cut a circle. You may cut jagged lines. It's your choice.
Whew. I think I was overthinking it a little bit.
No, just go with the flow. I think yours is going to look cool though.
This is really fun. I like making these wavy lines with the scissors. Whew. Getting away from me. This is so cool. All right.
Well done, good job. Okay, so we're going to actually experiment with the negative space. So we're going to take this
Oh, okay.
and your other piece of paper
Okay.
and open it up. Boom.
All right. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's like a frame. Mine, I had a guitar in my head because for some reason when I think of cowboys, I think of guitars. So mine is in the shape of a guitar.
Very cool. Mine's just kind of like a wavy monster, but I really like it.
Yeah, it came out really cool. You could use it as a frame. We could take our glue.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to flip over our dots with our negative space. And glue it all down.
All right.
Nice. And you can turn it over and lay it right on top. Smooth it.
Oops. Look at that. That is
Very
cool.
cool.
That is so cool.
And then it's up to the individual artist what to do inside. Some people might leave it blank. Some people might add more dots. It's all up to the artist.
Let me see one of those daubers. I've got an idea. I think it'd be cool to try and write my name in dots.
Ooh, nice. I want to do that too.
Ooh, harder than I thought. Running out of room. I'm gonna have to make this a 3-layer. Well, if you use your imagination, it almost looks like it says Cowboy Jack. That is so cool. Again, boy, I'm really getting a jump on Christmas. My mom is getting some real treats this year.
Oh, she'll love that. I kind of went off the space with me.
I love it. Yours is much more legible than mine. I think you've done this a time or two.
I have a little practice.
Now, does that come from playing bingo or from artwork?
It comes from artwork and a lot of bingo as a kid.
I love playing bingo.
Me too.
That was so cool. And see, what you didn't notice is as we're doing this, we're actually putting our things that we used back where we got them. Because it's always important. I mean, we're all trying to be good cowboys and cowgirls, we don't want to leave a mess for anybody, so we pick up after ourselves, and that way nobody has to clean up after us. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, well, we've had such a great time here today at Little Bits and Masterpieces in Katy, Texas. Thank you, Miss Sully, for teaching us all about these cool art projects. That was so fun.
Oh, it's no problem.
I really appreciate you having us here in your studio and showing us all the amazing things that you inspire kids to do. That's so amazing. I love it.
Oh, thank you for coming, Cowboy Jack. I really liked having you here.
Hey, invite me back. I'll be back anytime. And if you're interested, you could always come out here and do some art with Miss Sully yourself. It's really cool. So anyways, make sure to click subscribe to Cowboy Jack on YouTube right here. And that way you can come with us on all of our adventures because we go on a lot of them. But hey, Miss Sully, at the end of our show, we always do something that I really love to do. And I like to ask people to do it with me.
Okay.
That's we count to 3 and we yell yeehaw and we spin around.
Okay.
You up for it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna count to 3 and we're gonna go yeehaw. You guys ready there? 1, 2, 3.
Yeehaw!